My name is Cheyn, and I get a short amount of time here to really kind of talk about myself and really the focus of our business, and it has to be getting back to the basics. The basics are what truly built this business in the beginning, and it is truly what is going to catapult us to that $1 billion a year company that we know we are and we're going to be. And it all starts with, very simply, as we keep pounding throughout the day, home to home to home to home. And it's as simple as that, doing the duplicatable steps. And I've had a lot of people ask me, how did you go from executive coordinator to supervising coordinator within a year period? And I really sat back, kind of looked at my business, and wanted to really share with you real quickly what I found helped me build my business and get it to where it is today that fast. The first thing you need to realize, you got to be focused on the future. This is a 2 to 3 year business plan. You need to be thinking 2 to 3 years out right away from the beginning. You also need to let your people know when they start this business, we're automatically thinking 2 to 3 years out as well. This is not 6 months, get rich quick, Lamborghinis in 3 months, Ferraris in a month, right? It's a business that takes time, it takes work, and it takes sweat equity. And I really want to emphasize again, think long term, have your team think about the future and not just right now, because you have to be able to discipline your disappointment. How many people have faced struggles or challenges in the business? My favorite thing that I love telling people all the time is if you haven't cried, if you haven't thought about quitting, if you haven't stopped, if you haven't been mad at somebody in your business, if you haven't gone home, felt defeated, you haven't even tried to build this business yet. Because anybody that's successful faces all of those things on their journey. But you need to learn to discipline them and understand you're gonna face those bumps. You got to keep taking massive action past them, though. The people that make it are the people that keep pushing, even though they face disappointing things in their business. Now, being a Marine infantryman, you got to lead from the front, all right? You got to kick in the door, but you know what? You got to do it with your people. They will follow you. You got to lead from the front. You're here, your people will be here. And I bet if you don't have people here, I bet you their people aren't here. That's just how leadership works. But make sure you take responsibility and make sure that you understand the amount of money you make in this business will be a direct reflection of your leadership abilities, period. The better the leader you are, the more people will follow you, the more money they'll make, and the more money you'll make. The next thing, not waiting for my sponsor's time to be my timing. Or Jim Winkler, when he was helping me in the beginning. I couldn't wait to build my business to have my sponsor there to help me do it. I had to have it happen now. Anybody in that situation, they want the business now? Stop waiting for your sponsor to tell you what to do. Stop waiting for somebody that's a senior business partner above them telling you what to do. You got to take ownership of your business and make sure that you understand it's your business. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Worry about what you're doing, and you got to just go and do it. Do not wait for somebody to tell you. I think that's the biggest thing that I noticed between people that are successful right away and the people that aren't successful right away is the people that are successful didn't wait for somebody else necessarily to tell them what to do. They just got up and they went and they built their business. And they took ownership of what they have. The next thing, doing what others will not or are not willing to do. Again, that goes straight into what I just said. Doing what other people are afraid to do, making the call, sweating, being victorious when you get off the call, going to another meeting, going to another meeting, going to another meeting. I know Jim used to tell me he'd come home at 2 in the morning, all the lights were off in the neighborhood. He'd be like, am I crazy? But it's just doing that night after night after night and staying consistent with it. Self-education, reading books. I read 3 books in the last 2 weeks on business. And I just keep craving it. You need to keep yourself totally engaged with not only what's going on in business, but also how to develop yourself and make yourself a better leader and a better business owner. So take pride in self-education. According to SaveForCollege.com, now this is scary, but right now, currently, public universities are averaging $37,000 for a degree. Now look at 18 years from now. How many people have brand new kids? Yeah, you better start saving. 108,000 with inflation by then. 37,000. Private colleges, $127,000 for an education. Between 1950 and 2000, the average adult who attended college spent between $15,000 to $45,000 for schooling. It's crazy. So why should we keep learning? 42% of college graduates never read a book after college, ever. So if you read a book, you're ahead of 42% of the college grads out there. Congratulations. And that's right. Many statistics show that top CEOs read 4 to 5 books per month, which is 4 to 5 times the number of books that the average person reads in a year. Self-education is that important. Keep learning. An Entrepreneur magazine said, one of the top 5 most important things you can do to become a millionaire and be successful is hang out with other millionaires. And what are we doing here, right? You got to surround yourself with the environment. You got to surround yourself with the energy, and you have to go all in. And that's what these events do. They put you in this setting. They put you in a position where you have to learn, and you're surrounded with other people that have the same goal, the same focus, and the same drive as you. That's why we attend major events. We've come to the conclusion now that in order to be successful, we must keep learning, we must keep educating, we must keep surrounding ourselves with successful people. Also, the average person spends $20,000 to $100,000 on a degree or education they may or may not use in a job they may or may not enjoy. So, do you have it inside of you, if you will spend $20,000 to $100,000 on a degree, can you afford $600 to get 3 tickets to learn how to make $1 million in your own business? Let's really put it into perspective, guys. And I always like people to understand this. Don't do it for us. You come to these events and you buy the tickets for your business and you. It's not about anybody else. It's not about somebody else up here telling you, you got to get the 3 tickets. Who cares what anybody else says? You get the 3 tickets because it's what people in this business that are successful do. And you got to do it for yourself, not anybody else. All right? And I will let everybody know, World Conference 2014, you need to be there. And I mean this. If you are not where you want to be in this business right now, if you are not where you want to be, I need you to realize this. If you have a job or you are a business owner, and this is a powerful statement, if you have a job or a business owner and you're not full-time with this business, if you do not build this business, you will work the rest of your life. Now that we know this is our option, and this is the way that you can get the time freedom and financial freedom that you need, can we just go nuts for the next 90 days, do what it takes, do it the right way, and build our business? That's all I'm asking, guys.
I was introduced to this company 16 years ago. I was on an airplane going to Germany, and some guy told me about this company. I don't even think he knew what he was saying, but I was looking. I had done some previous companies, so I was trying to move my seat and get away from the guy, but I had nowhere to go. So, you know, here's my kids when I started. I was pregnant with the little blonde, and he was in my stomach when I started this business. And I had the other one, Stephen, 3 years later. And they grow up fast. So here they are, 16 and 13, walking me down the aisle at my dock last month as I renewed my vows to my incredible husband, Ed, of 20 years. If you want to have a good marriage, make some income with Market America, all right? With that, we've bought a lot of nice things. We're debt-free. We bought a lot of real estate. Everything is paid for. And my husband says I'm a keeper because I bought him an airplane. Without my incredible team, I would not be here today. And of course, without this corporate team, you know, none of us would be here today. They do all the hard work. So what I want to just say to all of you is, you got to stick with your team. You got to be a leader. The only way I got to field vice president is I continue to sponsor. All right? I continue 2 per quarter. That's my goal all the time. I want to just congratulate Holly and Rick Halroy that hit executive supervising coordinator. I'm so proud of them. And Chris Sarley, who was up here, who hit professional coordinator in less than 2 years. Just incredible. But also, all the people that win the challenges, Joanne and Carlos, just so proud of these guys. So you got to understand here, a real big business takes people 5 to 10 years to build. So I don't know why you think that this is any different. A real big business you build, and then it's not even residual. I mean, ask a doctor, ask a lawyer. So you got to understand that Market America does all of this. The employees, the product, the inventory, the warehousing, they do everything. All you need to do is get out there and do a few simple things. I've always kept this business simple, all right? So anybody that has ever seen me do a local seminar, I also talk about doing something every 5 minutes because I thought I had, I don't even need these notes, I thought I had an hour at a time. Well, we all know that something happens and you don't get that hour. So when you see a 5-minute window, do something with it. And every 5 minutes that I had added up to field vice president. All right, now you got to understand too, is we have great tax advantages of being a business owner. You got to understand what it is to own a business, a real business. My parents had one, my husband's parents had one. We had theft, we had employees, adult daycare centers. I have none of that here. I mean, what are they going to steal? A couple of my vitamins in a closet? So you got to get mentally strong here. That's why we got to continue to go to training. If you don't have your tickets to Miami, I don't know what you're thinking, because I have never missed an event, and believe me, every one of us have had challenges, but the leaders never miss events. So get mentally strong, associate with positive people. Geez, at my age now, I'm getting rid of all those people. I don't want anybody around me that's not positive, because the next 50 years of my life is going to be around people like this, all right? We have fun too. People want to be around people who have fun. So have fun with this. You know, these are people not even in my group. And these are some of my best friends. We get together, we just went to the vineyard, we went here, hung around with Elizabeth and Rick last week, and went to Jackie Blasco's. I mean, talk about Jackie Blasco. She's just, you know, I just want to thank her so much for her Wellness 101s, because I always did health seminars, but I never had a system. So thank you, Jackie, for giving us that system. And who could be more positive than this, you know? So listen, if you get to director level, you get to go to a really nice party at JR and Lauren's house. And Ed and JR always get together. There's Holly and Rick. And here's some other team members. I just sponsored some of my best friends in the last couple years that didn't listen to me for 10 years. And also my kids want to be UnFranchise owners. If you talk to the little 13-year-old, he says, I'm going to be an UnFranchise owner. I want to leverage my time. I'm like, oh, I turned him into a monster. So there's the Wellness 101s, whether they're skincare, TLS, beauty within 101. Just make something simple, but you got to get out and you got to move BV, period. Right, Kevin Buckman? We got to move BV, period. And if you don't shop online, you're crazy. All right, so you pick which kit is for you. Simple, which is for you. And these kits, thank you, Jason Barter, too. What an amazing guy. He put together a lot of these kits, and there's no excuse now. Now, testimonials are big. You heard it from all the leaders. But this is what a lot of you are not doing. You do conference calls with your teams, but you don't do any testimonials. When I ran my fast track teams, I always had 2 testimonials. Pictures are worth 1,000 words, right? So this is from Tampa Bay, Team Tampa Bay, and look here after how many weeks of OPC, 6 weeks. So you got to understand, every time I do a phone call with my team, I pick 2 people to do testimonials. That's how we move a lot of product. So you need to start doing that. And have an accountability list. I jumped 2 pin levels with this simple accountability list, but there are accountability, this is on Jackie Blasco's site, and you know, I love my site, unlimitedlifestyles.com. It's a very simple site, but I will be putting that new PDF up there. I think that PDF is brilliant. Brilliant. Everybody should be using that PDF. If somebody doesn't see it, just keep moving on, guys, because they will see it later. I feel sorry for people who don't see this. You know, and as I said before, if you've ever built a real business, you understand what it takes. So please, please get your tickets to Miami. And who wouldn't want to be in Miami anyway? It's going to be freezing here. So get your tickets to Miami. We'll see you all there, and everybody have a great night.
Come on, guys. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everyone doing? First of all, I want to thank all of you guys for making it out here. I want to thank the corporate team. I want to thank Jim Winkler and Kevin Buckman for giving me this opportunity to be here. Very humbled and honored to be staying on stage right now, even though this moment has went over and over in my head like a million times already. I've already been here a million times. I knew I was going to be here. And eventually, I did everything I could just to put me in position to be here right now. So thank you guys for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Jim. Thank you once again. So for you guys that don't know who I am, yes, he's another Asian guy that's standing on stage. And no, my name is not Benson Chen, okay? Even though I love that guy, all right? My name is Nguyen. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my story of how I got started in this business, how I got to this point now in my career in this business. For you guys that were in Ocean City with me and heard me on stage and shared my story, all right? You guys, who was in Ocean City? Anyone in Ocean City? And you guys heard my story. It all starts with gratitude and understanding where you come from. And I feel very privileged to come from the Philly team, but most importantly, to be attached to the Flushing team. Team Flushing. And in this business, for all of you guys that are sitting here right now, that are guests or that are first-timers, and you guys feel, you know, a little tired, why do we have all these meetings? Why are we sitting here all the time? And you guys are, oh, my cousin dragged me out, my mom dragged me out, my brother dragged me out, my best friend dragged me out. You guys should have some gratitude and understand that it's very, I guess they thought very highly of you for you to get brought here right now, because this is a very special moment for you. This is a very special moment for all of us. Okay, in the beginning when I first looked at this business, actually I didn't even look at this business. I was kind of tricked to look at this business. It's a very funny story. I'm a traditional business owner, so me and my brother, we have traditional businesses. I owned a restaurant, a pho restaurant, which is a Vietnamese restaurant, and we used to own a Hollywood Tans, which is a franchise. So while we were owning a Hollywood Tans and running the Vietnamese restaurant, my mom started this company that was called Market America. So my mom started this company. I didn't know what it was. So my mom and my Aunt Linda, over there, my Aunt Linda's here with me, started this company called Market America. They told me to take a look at it because I was in the business and I was, you know, always trying to invest into new things. And I told them no, because it's one of those. I'm not going to look at it. There's no point. There's no reason. Why am I going to spend my time and waste my time to look at a business that only took my mom $1,000 to invest into? Okay, so there was no reason for me to look at it. So one day, while I was in my restaurant, you know, working a 14-hour day, my Aunt Linda and my mom came in and said, hey, you know, our cousins are over here, you know, your aunt's here, they're going to help take care of the restaurant. Let's take a family vacation and go down to Miami. You guys know what's in Miami, right? It's not just the Miami Heat. You guys know what's in Miami. So I say, okay, let's go to Miami. I got my flight. I got on a plane. Went to Miami. It was funny because my mom wasn't on the same flight with me. She said, I'm going to go after. Just go down there first, okay? So I go down to Miami. I jump off the plane. A bus picks me up. I jump on a bus. So I get on this bus. I was like, okay, I didn't have to get on a shuttle, didn't have to do anything. There was just a bus waiting there. So I get on this bus, and there's a bus full of Chinese people. Whole bunch of Chinese people. I was like, why am I on a bus full of Chinese people right now in Miami when I'm supposed to be looking at, you know, hot Miami girls, right? So I'm on this bus full of Chinese people. As soon as they get on the bus, they're just speaking Chinese. For you guys that don't know, I'm Vietnamese, so I do not understand a word of Chinese. The only thing I understand is that as soon as they go, whatever they're saying, she, dee, whatever. At the end of it, they go, how? Right? Every phrase, how? And then the whole bus goes crazy and goes, how? And everyone just goes crazy. So I get off of this bus, and I end up, in a hotel full of more Chinese people. And everyone's just running around all crazy, same colored shirts. I go in the hotel, 3 shirts get thrown at me, a green, a yellow, and a red one. They tell me to put one on, I put one on. I don't know what the heck's going on, right? I get put into a room with 3 Chinese guys that I don't know. I never met a day in my life. And they're telling me how lucky I am to be here, that I should be grateful, that I should have gratitude for being down here at this convention. So I said, okay, I'm here, I paid my money, I spent money to be here. Let's might as well make the best of it, okay? So I go to sleep, I got my rest, I went and hung out in South Beach, whatever, I got rest. So I come in at like 2 in the morning, because we're in Miami. So while I'm laying in my bed, 4:30 in the morning, the Chinese guy starts waking me up. He's pushing me. I'm like, yo, get away from me. He's just pushing me. And then when I wake up, he's like, we got to get ready. I was like, for what? The convention. I looked at the ticket. It said 9:30. I said, why are we waking up at 4:30? If you guys don't know Team Flushing, you have to wake up at 4:30. That's the rule. Right? So that's the rule. We wake up at 4:30. So wake up at 4:30, everyone's getting dressed, everyone's getting ready. They put this purple drink in front of me, I'm drinking it. I show up at the convention center, right? Convention center, at 7 o'clock in the morning. The doors don't open till 9:30, 9 o'clock. So I'm there. There's a circle full of Chinese people with a microphone, speaking Chinese that I don't understand. So I'm sitting there not understanding anything. So as I'm sitting there, I get into the convention center, I sit and I see thousands and thousands of people with the same goal, with the same drive, with the same vision. And I kind of start understanding a little bit more. I see the corporate team that's been together since the beginning. I see, JR sharing his experience, Lauren Reidinger, Kevin Buckman, which I love Kevin Buckman, right? The most honest man in the business. And they're sharing their stories, and they're showing the future of this business and the vision, and I slowly fall in love with this business. I slowly fall in love with these people around me that are pushing me to accomplish something. So as I'm sitting there at convention, day 1, day 2, day 3, I finally start to get it. I get it so much that I went back home, and I did not start my business. So I went back home, I thought I got it, but then when the restaurant kicked back in, I had to start working in the restaurant. So I was like, okay, I got it, but I didn't get it that much. I got to get back to work. So a couple months passed by. I did not go to North Carolina. I did not go to Region. The whole year didn't do anything. But I found out that I was already a Market America distributor. I was like, how did I find out how am I a distributor? What happened? How am I here? So what happened was that I give my mom a credit card to buy things all the time. Whatever she wants to buy, I give it to her. So this one day, she asked for the credit card because she wanted to buy a new purse. I gave it to her. And then 9 months later, she said, congratulations, it's your birthday, you're in the business. Best decision ever, best choice she ever made, because I'm so happy to be here. Then after that, when I started putting my nose to work, and I started putting myself to work and grinding and growing this business, I understand why she did it. Sometimes family members, sometimes people that care about you understand a little bit more than you do. They just see it, right? So she got me involved in the business. I got started. I fell in love with the people around me growing the business, and that's why I show so much gratitude for this company, for the people that surround me, for my team Flushing, for Philadelphia team, for YNS, Team Philly. And just all the opportunities that this business has gave me because I was able to sell my restaurant, right? Sold the Hollywood Tans. My mom is living financially free. She doesn't have to do much. She's retired. And this business has really changed my life, and that's why I show so much gratitude for the people that surround this business. And the reason I share that journey is because what happened in that journey and what happened with my journey in this business, it gave me the right mindset. It taught me with these conventions, okay? For you guys that don't know, these conventions change your life. They change your mindset in a totally different way. So when I basically came to this convention, it gave me the right mindset to really know what I want in life, to really know what I want to achieve. Because I was making pretty good money with my restaurant, with my Hollywood Tans and things like that, but I had never had time to do anything with my life. All I did was work every single day, just like my mom, just like my dad, just like my cousins, just like my relatives. What is money if you don't have time to spend it? What is money if you can't spend time with your family? So it gave me the right mindset. With the mindset, you have to have the 3 Ds. You have to have the desire, the dedication, the discipline to do what it takes to reach success. You have to understand that. This business is a very simple business. JR made it very easy for us, right? A very simple business to do, but it takes a work ethic. It takes discipline. It takes desire, understanding your why, understanding a pain that is going to make you work just a little bit harder to reach success, right? And you guys have to understand that. And my pain was that I did not want to see my mom and dad work every single day. I did not want to work every single day. I wanted to change their lifestyle. And at the end of the day, guys, we always talk about belief. We talk about you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in this. Forget that. Forget belief. You have to just know. You have to know in your heart. You have to know in your mind. You have to know in your soul that there's nothing else except the only option is to succeed. And that's it. And you just got to know it. What is the difference between knowing and believing? You could believe in God. That doesn't mean you're going to church. You could believe in God. That doesn't mean you're going to pray. But if you know God exists, what happens? Nobody could change your mindset. You just know. So in this business, guys, at the end of the day, you guys just have to know, right? And this is what I knew. I knew from the very first day when it started with 3 of us that we were going to reach success. The next step that we took is that we went to Jim Winkler's first local. That was our first local. There was 5 of us. We brought a couple guests. There was about 12 of us. Jim Winkler's next local, a year and a half later, about 18 months, 130 people at Jim Winkler's next local. And that's what I knew. And I'm telling you guys this. Know in your heart, know in your soul, just know it, guys, that success is the only option and the only way to reach it is, like I said, the reason that I'm here is because of these tickets, this event, the people that surround you. Get your ticket, guys. Take a chance on yourself. Know that you're worth more than what you're worth right now. And let's reach success together. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys at the top.
8 years ago, I was a preschool education teacher. Day and night, I'm telling the story to the kids. And accidentally, 2005, at the end of summer vacation, I met Mark America by my sponsor, my aunt, Jennifer Shea. I suddenly realized there's another way to make a living, to make money, and even can have a residual income. It's not normal, but it's a true story happened to my aunt, Jennifer. So I just decided for myself that if there's any opportunity for me to change my life, I would love to take this blueprint and just follow the system to make my future even become better and better. Then I just follow the system. 8 years later, I become the entrepreneur and international entrepreneur. I'm so proud of myself to make the right decision at that moment, at that time, for myself. Thank you. So this business is not about where you come from. I'm just a preschool education teacher. I have no more business experiences. I just follow this system. But the system helped me to go where I want to go and who I want to be. So I really appreciate this opportunity. And this business is not only about making some money or some more money. It's about residual income. Have you ever thought about the money keep coming from your portal, the gold keep coming from your tap? Will this happen to us? Yes. See the people around us. See the people in the $1 Million Club. It's all happened to them. The money will be not the problem, will be not be the issue for our rest of life. Even our kids, our grandkids, no more problem with the financial issue. So it's a residual income just like a property. And the property is just like a house. We need to take time to build up the house. And the best part of Market American is we have career manual, like a textbook. We have the system to help us to build out our property without any penny, just like a lot of huge investment. And even better that we have the team to help us to make the property. So it's all about system. To me, just like, I don't know what to do, so tell me what to do, then I just do it. The very first thing I plug into the system is MNTSS. With this system, we can easily to create a professional team, and we can work like a team. And the most important things with the teamwork that we all have the belief. We believe that we can make it. Trust me, it's not easy because people around us don't believe in us. Even our family don't think we can be so success. So we need this system to help us to clarify one more time who can make it. We can make it because we have such a good company and the new opportunity, then we can become a new us, a new you. So, and the second system is shop.com. Traditional business, the most difficult part is to look for the good products. With shop.com, we have powerful BV and IBV products. So doing the retail by our shop.com, and it's very easy to provide a good service with leverage our marketing plan like cashback and shop body, shop box, and so on. And then MPCP is the most genius and powerful system to help average people like you and me to create 2 organizations to make the residual income in 2 to 3 years. It's really powerful. And the last one, and is the most smart one, is the UFO system. UFO is the only and the best way to duplicate the team, and it's the best strategy of our business. So systemize our system. We need the residual income, and the money will keep coming, keep coming. Before that, we have to keep doing the same, the right thing. So that's clear. And then we won't waste time to waste our efforts. So I always tell myself and always check, am I in the system? Am I in the system? Am I in the system? Even if I do the retail, I do the recruit, I kind of doing the training to the team. But without, if I'm doing the same, the 3 must do, without the system style, I will lose the game. So I always check basic 5 tests, the basic 5 tests, and to check. And just like MNTSS, if we are not buying the ticket to plug into the MNTSS system, we are not doing business. We are not doing Market American business. Some people sign up this business, but use their way to build up the team. Use their way to do the calling, to do the training. So don't waste time and don't waste the energy. The easiest way to establish the good and strong team is just take them to here. Here has the all organic nutrition to every single distributor, even the new friends who is evaluate this business. So just like my team, we have a new friends. I met him like 2 weeks ago. He wants to know if Market America is a good opportunity to him. We even tell him, you can come to the training, just like our local seminar. Then he came to the local seminar. He came to the UBP, and I even share with him that if you really want to do this business, want to evaluate this business, how about come to United States with us? Because we are leaving in 1 week. Then he just spent more than $3,000 US to come with us. Then now he is just over there. Even he didn't sign it up. He come here to get enough information for him to evaluate, is this his future or not? So it's really powerful. And then the tips of MNTS is like we do it like a systemized, is we do it together. So never come back to the convention alone. Buy 3 tickets. It not means you have to buy 3 tickets to get a gift. It means we have to come back for sure and bring the new friends, bring the new distributor, bring the new team to come with us. So everybody have to do the same thing. Then shop.com. No worry about the products. So just use the products, share the changes in us, and receive the orders. So easy. Just like me, I use the skincare like a Cellular, Lumiere de Vie, and use the motives, and use the transition, and I just changed so much. So all my friends, all my family, they just keep asking me, why you change so much? Inside and outside. So if they want to know outside, I do the retail. If they want to know inside, I do the recruit. So we just use this all the time, and BV and IVV, and do it together to build up a base 10 service strong team is the most important thing for retailing. And then MPCP, we talk about the prospect, recruit, and also sponsor. And we always share with the team that we are looking for the partner, we are looking for the entrepreneur, but not people. So we have some parties, and we really work on building up the relationship to the people, meet the old friends, and make friends to the new friends. And when we have the party or have the relationship with the people around us, we can find out who is the one really want to have a new opportunity like you and me. Then we show the plan. After showing the plan, take them to the MNTSS, to the training, to evaluate. Then once they decide to sign up, we have to sit down and begin with the getting started guide. We have to talk about what we have to do, because it's not the time for our relationship, but the partnership. We will be the partner, so you have to do everything we do. You have to use every product we use. You have to buy every ticket we buy. You have to go everywhere we go, because we work like a team. So we have to emphasize this. It's not negotiable. If you would love to have the same future like us, we do the same thing. So we use this to build out the team, do it together. We need the posture. Please, MPCP is just like JR said, Market America is the nuclear to the world. Please respect our system. Respect JR and Laura and the corporate teams. Market American. Don't share our business like this way. We have to be very proud of that we are Market American distributor. Do it together. We can have the posture. Thank you. And the last part is the best part. We all know we get this opportunity, so UFO and challenges. No heroes but team members. No special treatment but equal work. No short-term success but persistence. I hit the UFO like 23 times, 14 person challenge, 12 motive challenge, six times web center challenge, 3 times for transition challenge. People ask me, Stacy, are you crazy? I say, I'm not crazy, I'm lazy. I don't want to waste time to find a better way, or I think the smart way is the best way to do this business. So hit the UFO, hit the challenges, and do it together. My team have more than 100 UFO, more than 100 people in the President Challenge, even IBV bonus bag. This time we have almost 200 people get the IBV bonus. So we do everything together. If we build up this business like a teamwork, it's really make dream work. From the beginning, 8 years ago, I never ever think that I would have I'm the one that I just want the financial and time freedom. I can't imagine that I will have a team like this. We go everywhere together. We struggle the business, the difficulties, but we overcome together. So it's all about teamwork, and I'm so proud of my team. This year, the end of last year, we just more than 1,000 people in my team in Taiwan. But thank you guys. But you will never ever think about within 7 months, we have almost 800 more for this business. So now my team is almost 2,000 people within 7 months. So it's leverage and it's compound, the power of compound. So we have to make sure that we are doing the system, not only make money. And then teamwork make dream work. I always want to save the orphan and the stray dog. With this business, I not only have the ability to save the doggy from the street. See this cute one, the black one? 2 years ago, he's on the street. I just take him home. I took him home and give him the best medical healing. Then after 1 year, I sent him to United States, Seattle. Now he lives in Seattle, have a super wonderful life. This cutie one, the black and white with the brown head, he, after Miami convention and a work conference, the first day when I came back to Taiwan, he was the stray dog on the street, and I just took him home. And last month, he just immigrated to Germany. Now he has a really happy life there. So before, even me, myself, I cannot save myself. But now they are just the beginning of my dream. Later, I will save more and more and more and more and more. Yes. And then the best part is the family, the time, and my mom. I was growing up in a single family when I was 4. My mom sacrificed more than 30 years to make a living for my sister and me. She never had any fun life or any interest because she knows she just wants my sister and me grow up safely, strongly. And then when I joined this business, I told my mom, "Mom, you can quit because I will give you a future and the rest of life because I have market America." From the beginning, my mom dared not to do because she didn't know if I can make it or not. And I told her that I'm the one that if I didn't decide to do it, then with nothing to talk about. But once I want this business, and this is true, you have to hear the story of JR and Lauren. They love us like a family. Our dream is their dream. Our team is their team. So they will make it happen, then I will make it happen. So please believe me, support me to build out this business. Then after 4 years, I bought a new apartment for my mom, and it's our first apartment for my past life. And my mom have a happy life with me. And this picture is last month. I took my mom to Europe to celebrate her birthday. And on our way home to our hotel, I get information from Market Taiwan and for the congratulations for me to join the $1 million club. And I share with my mom. I say, "Mom, I'm the member of the $1 million club." And my mom say, "What's that mean?" I say, "It means I have 1 million, then I will have 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, and a lot of $1 million in the future." So it's just the beginning. We will have a super wonderful life. And my mom just say, "I'm so proud of you, and this is priceless." So if you, just like me, so average people with this business, you are not alone. We have the best family ever. We have the best team ever. And we have the best new company, new opportunity. The only thing is never give up to become a new you, a better you. Thank you, guys. See you in Miami. Thank you.